everybody, welcome to my channel.
Cheryl Ladd, born Cheryl Jean Stoppelmoor on July 12, 1951, in Huron, South Dakota, is an American actress, singer, and author best known for her role as Kris Munroe on the hit television series Charlie's Angels. Raised in a small-town Midwestern environment, Ladd was drawn to the arts early in life, developing talents in singing, dancing, and acting that would eventually propel her to Hollywood. After graduating from high school, she moved to Los Angeles with aspirations of a music career, initially working as a session singer and even providing singing voices for animated characters, such as Melody on the cartoon series Josie and the Pussycats, 1970. Her career breakthrough came in 1977 when she replaced Farrah Fawcett on Charlie's Angels during its second season. As Kris Munroe, the younger sister of Fawcett's character, Ladd brought charm, humor, and warmth to the role, helping the show maintain its popularity for several seasons. She remained with the series until its end in 1981, appearing in over 80 episodes and becoming one of the most recognizable television stars of the late 1970s and early 1980s. Beyond Charlie's Angels, Ladd enjoyed a steady career in film and television, with roles in productions such as Purple Hearts, 1984, Millennium, 1989, Poison Ivy, 1992, and Permanent Midnight, 1998. She also took on stage roles, including a notable stint as Annie Oakley in the Broadway revival of Annie Get Your Gun in 2000, where she showcased her singing abilities to critical praise. Ladd appeared in numerous TV movies, demonstrating her versatility in both dramatic and lighthearted roles. In addition to acting, Ladd released several music albums during the 1970s and early 1980s, blending pop with country influences. She later became a published author, penning the children's book The Adventures of Little Nettie Winship and the inspirational autobiography Token Chick, A Woman's Guide to Golfing with the Boys, 2005, reflecting her passion for golf. Throughout her career, Ladd has been active in charitable causes, particularly those supporting children's health, the environment, and military veterans. She has been married to music producer Brian Russell since 1981 and has one daughter, actress Jordan Ladd, from her previous marriage to David Ladd. Today, Cheryl Ladd remains a beloved figure in American pop culture, a symbol of 1970s television glamour who successfully transitioned into a long-lasting, multifaceted career. She continues to act in film and television, making guest appearances and participating in reunion events that celebrate her iconic status in TV history. After Charlie's Angels ended in 1981, Cheryl Ladd faced the challenge of breaking free from the angel image, something many of her co-stars also experienced. She navigated this transition with strategic role choices, often seeking parts that allowed her to show dramatic depth and range beyond the glamorous action persona. In the 1980s and 1990s, Ladd became a staple of American television movies, appearing in a wide range of genres, from crime dramas to romance, from thrillers to true life stories. Notable projects included Grace Kelly, 1983, in which she portrayed the late Princess of Monaco, earning praise for her elegance and poise. Dead Before Dawn, 1993, a tense drama about a woman surviving an abusive marriage. And Every Mother's Worst Fear, 1998, a cautionary tale about online predators. Her film career, while not as extensive as her television work, included memorable appearances such as Now and Forever, 1983, Purple Hearts, 1984, and the cult science fiction film Millennium, 1989. Ladd often balanced acting with her musical pursuits in the early 1980s, releasing albums like Cheryl Ladd, 1978, and Dance Forever, 1979, which showcased her soft, pop-influenced vocal style. In the 2000s and 2010s, Ladd continued to take on guest spots and recurring roles on popular series such as Las Vegas, CSI, Miami, and NCIS. In 2016, she appeared in the family drama A Cowgirl's Story, and in 2021 she participated in Dancing with the Stars, displaying her enduring grace and competitive spirit. Outside her entertainment career, Ladd is known for her philanthropic work. She has long supported child welfare initiatives, served as a celebrity ambassador for Child Help USA, which aids abused and neglected children, and been active in environmental causes. Golf has been another major passion. She's played in numerous celebrity tournaments, often using the sport to raise funds for charities. Her personal style and public image have evolved from the feathered hair glamour of the Charlie's Angels era to a more classic and sophisticated presence. Yet she has always maintained a warm rapport with fans, frequently acknowledging that the Kris Munroe role, while typecasting her in some ways, also gave her a platform and career longevity. In the broader context of television history, Cheryl Ladd represents an important chapter in the shift toward female-led action series in the 1970s, helping pave the way for future generations of actresses in ensemble dramas. Decades later, her work is still rediscovered by new audiences through reruns and streaming platforms, ensuring her legacy as one of TV's most enduring icons. Cheryl Ladd's journey from small-town South Dakota to international stardom is as much a story of adaptability as it is of talent. In her early years in Hollywood, before Charlie's Angels, she had to take on whatever work she could find, from singing jingles to doing uncredited voice work. Her big break was not just a matter of replacing Farrah Fawcett. It was about stepping into a cultural phenomenon already in full swing and making the role her own without alienating fans who were still attached to the original cast. When she joined Charlie's Angels in 1977, critics initially questioned whether she could fill the void left by Fawcett, whose departure had been highly publicized. But Ladd's approach, infusing Kris Munroe with an approachable charm, quick wit, and a slightly mischievous sparkle, won over audiences quickly. She provided a softer, sisterly balance to Jaclyn Smith's elegance and Kate Jackson's grounded intelligence. By the time the series ended, Ladd had appeared in more episodes than Fawcett and had become a central figure in the show's identity. Her ability to parlay that fame into a lasting career was partly due to her work ethic. Ladd rarely took long breaks, often jumping straight from television roles into stage work, movies, or music projects. Her stage performance in the Broadway revival of Annie Get Your Gun in 2000 was particularly significant, as it demonstrated her versatility to both critics and fans who had known her mainly for television. She earned strong reviews for her comedic timing, vocal power, and the fresh energy she brought to a role long associated with Ethel Merman and Bernadette Peters. Ladd also distinguished herself as one of the few Charlie's Angels stars who managed to keep a low profile in the tabloids while maintaining an image of professionalism and integrity. This stability helped her land steady work for decades. She often spoke in interviews about the importance of treating acting as a craft rather than just a ticket to fame, and about her belief that persistence mattered more than overnight success. Her role as a mother, both to her daughter Jordan Ladd and as a stepmother to Brian Russell's daughter, has been a central part of her life, and she has often cited family as her grounding force in a demanding industry. Jordan, who has had her own acting career in films such as Cabin Fever and Death Proof, has credited her mother with giving her a realistic view of show business. Even in recent years, Cheryl Ladd has remained connected to her Charlie's Angels roots, occasionally participating in reunions, interviews, and retrospectives. She has expressed gratitude for the opportunities the show gave her, but has also been candid about the pressures that came with being a young woman in the entertainment industry during the 1970s, a time when television was just starting to embrace the idea of female-driven action series. Through a combination of talent, resilience, and a strong sense of self, Cheryl Ladd transformed from a last-minute cast addition into one of the defining television personalities of her era, leaving behind a legacy that spans music, stage, screen, and philanthropy. Cheryl Ladd's career longevity is rooted not just in her Charlie's Angels fame, but in her ability to reinvent herself across decades, genres, and mediums while maintaining a reputation as a consummate professional. After the Angels' spotlight dimmed in the early 1980s, Ladd avoided the trap of being typecast solely as a glamorous action heroine. She made a deliberate pivot into character-driven roles, often in television movies, a popular and competitive arena at the time. The 1983 NBC movie Grace Kelly, in which she portrayed the Hollywood star-turned-princess, proved she could carry a dramatic biopic with sophistication. The project earned significant attention because it aired just a year after Princess Grace's tragic death, and Ladd's sensitive portrayal resonated with audiences. Throughout the 80s and 90s, Ladd became one of the most bankable names in made-for-TV films, tackling thrillers, Bluegrass in 1988, family dramas, Changes in 1991, and gritty true stories, Dead Before Dawn in 1993. She seemed particularly adept at playing strong yet vulnerable women navigating crises, a contrast to the more stylized, fantasy action feel of Charlie's Angels. Her music career, while secondary to her acting, also reflects her range. Signed to Capitol Records in the late 70s, she released several albums: Cheryl Ladd, 1978, Dance Forever, 1979, and Take a Chance, 1981, which combined pop, soft rock, and country influences. She even performed on television specials and variety shows, further cementing her image as an all-around entertainer in the era when actors were encouraged to cross into music. In the 2000s, Ladd expanded into theater with Annie Get Your Gun, marking her Broadway debut at age 49, an age when many actresses find stage opportunities more limited. She received glowing reviews for bringing a fresh, approachable humor to Annie Oakley while holding her own vocally. This period also marked a transition into more mature television roles, including recurring appearances in Las Vegas and guest spots on CSI, Miami, NCIS, and Chuck. Her philanthropic work has been consistent and wide-ranging. As a celebrity ambassador for Child Help USA, she has championed awareness for child abuse prevention. She's also been an advocate for environmental causes, frequently linking her passion for golf with charitable tournaments. Golf isn't just a hobby for Ladd, it's a competitive pursuit. She's played in celebrity pro-ams, charity events, and even incorporated the sport into her writing with her 2005 book Token Chick, A Woman's Guide to Golfing with the Boys, which blends humor, personal stories, and golf insights. In 2021, at age 70, she joined Dancing with the Stars, competing with professional dancer Louis Van Amstel. Although she was eliminated early, her participation was warmly received as a testament to her willingness to step outside her comfort zone and try new challenges well into her 7th decade. Today, Cheryl Ladd's legacy is twofold. She remains a pop culture icon from one of TV's most famous shows, yet she's also respected as a hard-working, multi-dimensional performer whose career has endured because of adaptability, discipline, and genuine warmth. In interviews, she often says she's grateful for Charlie's Angels, not just for making her famous, but for giving her the platform to explore every other facet of her creative life. Cheryl Ladd's story is also one of how an actress can embrace her status as a television icon while continuing to grow artistically and personally over decades. Even after the end of Charlie's Angels, she never completely distanced herself from the show's legacy. Instead, she leaned into it gracefully, acknowledging that the role of Kris Munroe opened doors that might have otherwise remained closed. She often points out that, unlike some stars who become resentful of being linked to a single famous part, she sees it as a gift, something that gave her both financial stability and public recognition at a young age. Her relationship with the Angels cast has also been marked by professionalism and friendship. Over the years, she has appeared alongside Jaclyn Smith and other alumni at fan conventions, charity events, and TV retrospectives. In interviews, she speaks warmly of Farrah Fawcett, praising her courage during her cancer battle, and of Kate Jackson's intelligence and humor. These appearances have helped maintain a nostalgic connection for fans who grew up with the show in its original run, while introducing her to younger audiences discovering it through reruns and streaming. In addition to acting and singing, Ladd's career includes appearances on game shows, variety specials, and late-night talk shows from the 1970s onward. These performances often highlighted her quick wit, poise, and ability to move effortlessly between glamour and self-deprecating humor. Her personal life has remained relatively private compared to many celebrities of her era. After divorcing actor David Ladd in 1980, with whom she shares her daughter Jordan, she married music producer Brian Russell in 1981. The couple has been together for over 4 decades, a rare feat in Hollywood, and they've often been spotted together at charity galas and golf events. Cheryl Ladd has also had an understated influence on fashion. During her Charlie's Angels years, her style, flared jeans, silky blouses, tailored blazers, and soft, feathered hair, helped define the late 1970s American TV look. Over time, she transitioned into a more classic, elegant wardrobe, but her early style remains a touchstone for retro fashion enthusiasts. Her acting resume stretches across almost every major TV genre: crime, romance, sci-fi, biopics, medical dramas, sitcom guest spots, demonstrating her refusal to be boxed in creatively. Even projects that didn't achieve critical or commercial success were chosen with an eye toward stretching her range. She's openly discussed the need for actors, especially women, to keep moving forward and not let typecasting or industry ageism sideline their careers. In cultural terms, Cheryl Ladd represents a bridge between the high-gloss, network-driven celebrity culture of the late 20th century and the more fragmented, niche-focused entertainment landscape of today. She's maintained a presence in both worlds, appearing on classic TV marathons and documentaries while also taking part in contemporary productions. Even now, well into her 70s, she continues to take on selective projects, make public appearances, and connect with her fanbase, proving that her appeal was never limited to a single role or era. For many, Cheryl Ladd is more than just the second angel. She's a testament to longevity, reinvention, and the art of thriving in an industry that often forgets its own icons. Cheryl Ladd's enduring success is partly due to her ability to stay relevant while embracing the nostalgia associated with her most famous work. Rather than running from her Charlie's Angels legacy, she has woven it into her professional identity, allowing fans to celebrate her past while also following her new ventures. In many ways, Ladd represents a particular type of Hollywood survivor, someone who achieved massive fame quickly, navigated the pressure of public scrutiny, and managed to build a steady, decades-long career without major scandal. Her professionalism earned her a reputation among producers and co-stars as dependable, prepared, and easy to work with, qualities that helped her continue booking roles long after the height of her stardom. During the 1980s and 1990s, she was a fixture in primetime television movies, which at the time drew large audiences and often tackled hot-button social issues. Films like Dead Before Dawn, 1993, and A Mother's Nightmare, 1992, gave her opportunities to explore darker, more emotionally intense roles than her Angel's persona. Her willingness to take on challenging subject matter, abuse, betrayal, psychological suspense, expanded her range and solidified her credibility as a dramatic actress. She also ventured into lighter projects, showing a gift for comedy. Guest appearances on shows like Hope and Faith and Two Guys and a Girl allowed her to poke fun at her own glamorous image. In interviews, she has said that comedy was often more challenging for her than drama, but also more rewarding because of the instant audience connection. Stage work was another important chapter. With her 2000-2001 run in Annie Get Your Gun on Broadway marking a high point in her post-Angels career. Stepping into a role famously associated with Bernadette Peters was no small feat. Yet Ladd's performance earned positive notices for its charm and energy, and she demonstrated strong vocal ability that harkened back to her pre-acting music career. Her golf hobby became something of a second career in itself. She played in celebrity pro-am tournaments, wrote Token Chick, A Woman's Guide to Golfing with the Boys, 2005, and often used the sport to support causes close to her heart, especially children's charities. Her visibility in the golf community even introduced her to fans who knew little about her acting career. In recent years, she's been open about aging in Hollywood, advocating for more roles for older women and pointing out that charisma and talent don't have an expiration date. When she competed in Dancing with the Stars.
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.